Hello everybody and welcome to Learn with Zenith Guru. My name is Pratyaksha और इस वीडियो में हमने ऑलरेडी जो एक चैप्टर लेक्चर फॉर्म में कंप्लीट कर लिया है एसिड बेसिस एंड सॉल्ट्स क्लास 7th का, उसकी हम बैक एक्सरसाइजेस करेंगे जिन्हें हम NCERT एक्सरसाइजेस भी कहते हैं. Also, if you haven't watched the lecture yet, then do watch it. We have explained what acid, bases, salts, neutralization, all these things mean, okay? And then what will be the effect of acid and bases or neutral substances on various natural indicators, okay? So I would request you all to kindly watch the lecture so that when you will come and revise with us in this video, it will be way more beneficial for you. Okay, so let's start. So, NCERT Science, Acid, Bases and Salts, exercises. Let's see what is the first question. The first question says, state differences between acids and bases. ओके तो हमें इसमें क्या बताना है, हमें डिफरेंस बताना है कि एसिड्स और बेसिस में क्या डिफरेंस होता है. सो द बेस्ट वे टू स्टेट डिफरेंसेस इज बाय मेकिंग अ कॉलम, लाइक बाय मेकिंग अ टेबल वेयर वी डिवाइड एसिड in one side and bases at the other side, and then we'll list. Okay, so acid is okay. So acid is star and then opposite to it comes base. So bases are bitter and they have a soapy texture. अच्छा, वन इम्पॉर्टेंट थिंग, जब भी आप डिफरेंसेस लिस्ट करेंगे, ठीक है, तो ऐसा नहीं करना प्लीज कि आप एक डिफरेंस कोई और लिस्ट कर रहे हैं एंड देन दूसरे का कोई और लिस्ट कर रहे हैं. फॉर एग्जांपल आपने यहाँ पे लिखा एसिड इज सार, then you are supposed to write bases are bitter. Do not write acid is sour and bases turn red litmus blue. It will be a difference, but then it is not appropriate, right? If you are talking about the taste, then talk about the taste on both the sides. Okay, now let's see the another one. Acids turn blue litmus red. Okay, and bases cause no change in color on blue litmus. Okay, but when we talk about red litmus acid causes no change in color. But when we talk about red litmus in the case of bases, bases turn red litmus blue. Okay, I hope you have got all the 3 points. So this was one indicator. Now let's come back. Now let's go to the another indicator. Turmeric color is not changed. If you pour an acidic solution over turmeric, which is a natural indicator, the color will not change. But it is not same in the case of bases. Okay, in the case of bases, turmeric's color will change. ओके तो जल्दी से रिवाइज करते हैं जो हमारे ये पॉइंट्स लिस्ट किए हैं. सबसे पहले एसिड इज स्टार, बेसिस आर बिटर एंड हैव अ सोपी टेक्सचर, राइट. Then acids turn blue litmus red. Bases cause no change on blue litmus. Red litmus is changed, has no color change under bases, and red litmus turn blue when a base solution is tested on it. Then turmeric's color is not changed under bases, under acids, but turmeric's color change under bases. Okay, now let's move on to the other question. Ammonia found in many household products such as window cleaners. अमोनिया जो है एक सब्सटेंस है जो कि बहुत से घरेलू चीजों में, जो हाउस होल्ड प्रोडक्ट्स होते हैं उसमें हमें मिलता है, ठीक है, जैसे कि हमारे विंडो क्लीनर्स. उसके बाद it turns red litmus blue. What is its nature? Okay, so before we get into it, let's revise or recap the entire litmus thing. Okay, we have a red litmus paper. For example, consider it red. I'll color it for you. And then what else do we have? We have a blue litmus paper. Let's take blue. And this is what we have, a blue litmus paper. Basically, they are sheep. And also, what you are supposed to remember is, not just from the exam point of view, but also for your general knowledge, that litmus is extracted from lichens. Okay, do remember it. And what is it? These are natural indicators. Okay, now let's get back to the questions. These are two of your litmus paper. This is red litmus and this is blue litmus. Now, what the question says is that ammonia turns red litmus blue. So, if any substance is turning red litmus blue, then the substance will be red to blue. You can note it down if you want. Red is changed into blue, then it's a base. Okay, if blue is changed into red, then it's an acid. If red has no color change, then it's an acid. And if blue has no color change, then it's a base. So these are all the 4 possibilities that you will have out of these 2 litmus papers. So what is said is ammonia is dropped and the litmus turned bluish. Okay, it changes the color. So it means ammonia is what? Ammonia is a base or it is basic in nature. So what is its nature? Ammonia's nature is basic in nature. Okay, and these are the all 4 possibilities that are there when it comes to these 2 litmus papers. So basically let me simplify it again. एसिड्स जो होते हैं वो रेड कर देते हैं आपके लिटमस पेपर को और बेसिस जो होते हैं वो ब्लू कर देते हैं. बट देन इफ दे आर poured ओवर रेड litmus paper, no color change, blue litmus paper, no color change, then it is acid and base. Okay, so we are completed with question 2. Let's move on to the third one. Name the source from which litmus solution is obtained. What is the use of this solution? I just told you from where do we obtain litmus. ऊपर वाले वीडियो में okay, recall it. I've just told that litmus solution is obtained from lichens. Okay, and what is the use of this solution? So its use is it acts as an indicator. And what does it indicate? It indicates acidic or basic nature of a substance. ठीक है, इस चैप्टर में हमने 3 ही इंडिकेटर्स पढ़े थे. What were they? They were your litmus paper, then we had turmeric and we had China rose. So litmus solution is obtained from lichens. Its use is it acts as an indicator. Now what does it indicate? It indicates whether a substance is acidic or basic in nature. So we are done with question 3, I suppose. Now let's move on to question 4. Is the distilled water acidic, basic or neutral? So first let's understand what neutral substances are. By far we have studied what acidic and basic means. Now let's see what neutral means. Neutral means it is neither acidic nor base. It is neutral. So it causes no change on the indicators. Okay? It causes no changes on the indicators. Now it is asked that is distilled water acidic, basic or neutral? So distilled water is neither acidic nor basic. तो उसे हम क्या कंसिडर करेंगे? It is neutral in nature. Okay, it is neither acidic nor basic, which means it's neutral in nature. And how would you verify it? We'll verify it by testing it on litmus paper. So when we'll test it on litmus paper, no color change will happen, which means it is neutral. Okay, now let's move on to the other question, which is describe the process of neutralization with the help of an example. Okay, तो यहाँ पे हमें न्यूट्रलाइजेशन का प्रोसेस एक्सप्लेन करना है एक एग्जाम्पल के साथ. It's a process between acid and base. Okay, so it's like when both of them react and they get what? They get neutralized. This is what is called neutralization reaction. अब for example इसमें हम एक अगर उसका डेली लाइफ में कोई एक यूज सीखे तो ant sting, ठीक है, it contains what? It contains formic acid. तो कभी ऐसे कोई आपको if you are stung by an ant, you may rub some sort of a base over it and then your pain will, you know, slowly be relieved. तो वहां पे क्या हुआ? वहां पे neutralization हुआ. What, when the ant stung you, what was inside, what got induced in your body? Okay, so where were we? We were discussing about the true and false statements. Okay, हाँ, तो सबसे पहला क्वेश्चन क्या है हमारा? निट्रिक एसिड टर्न्स रेड लिटमस ब्लू. ओके, निट्रिक एसिड क्या करता है? वो रेड लिटमस को ब्लू टर्न कर देता है. अब अगर एसिड है तो क्या वो रेड को ब्लू करेगा? नो, रेड लिटमस पेपर पे कोई कलर चेंज नहीं आएगा. सो व्हाट इट इज अ फॉल्स स्टेटमेंट. Now let's see the another one. Sodium hydroxide turns blue litmus red. अब सोडियम हाइड्रोक्साइड हमारा बेस है तो वो ब्लू लिटमस को रेड करेगा. वो तो एसिड के केस में होगा ना. ब्लू लिटमस पे तो it will have no color change. तो ये भी हमारा फॉल्स स्टेटमेंट हो जाएगा. सोडियम हाइड्रोक्साइड and hydrochloric acid neutralize each other and form salt and water. This is true because it's a neutralization reaction. Okay, it is NaOH and HCl. Indicator is a substance that shows different colors in acidic and basic solutions. It is also true. Tooth decay is caused by the presence of a base. False. It's caused by the presence of an acid. Now let's move to the other question. Dorji has few bottles of soft drinks in his restaurant, but unfortunately these are not labeled. He has to serve the drinks on the demand of customers. One customer wants acidic drink, another wants basic, and third wants neutral drink. How will Dorji decide which drink is to be served to whom? So he can mark acidic with red, basic with blue, and neutral with white. And that's how he can easily differentiate. Okay, so obviously if he'll put a drop of the acidic drink over the litmus paper, the color will change into red and he'll get to know that this drink is acidic. Same goes with basic drink. If he puts the solution over a litmus paper, the color will change blue. It means it's a basic drink. And if he takes the neutral one, there will be no color change, and then he'll be able to conclude that which one is acidic, basic and neutral. Later while serving, he can label them this way so that it's easier for him to understand. Now, explain why an antacid tablet is given when you suffer from acidity. So, our stomach contains HCl, that is the hydrochloric acid, and at times it is produced in a huge amount. So, we suffer from acidity. The antacid is milk of magnesia. Okay, and milk of magnesia is a base. So when you're suffering from acidity caused because of hydrochloric acid present in your stomach, and when you take an antacid, which is milk of magnesia, a base, neutralization happens. Okay, neutralization is the reason that you consume antacid when you suffer from acidity. Calamine solution is applied on the skin where an ant bites because it has formic acid. Calamine solution is a base. Yeah, calamine solution is a base. Okay, so again, what will happen? Neutralization. Factory waste is neutralized before disposing it into water bodies because it is highly acidic, which can cause very, very adverse effects over the marine animals as well as the quality of the water. It can turn the river water or the lake water very, very acidic. Okay. 3 liquids are given to you. One is HCl, another is sodium hydroxide, and third is sugar solution. How will you identify them? You only have turmeric indicator. Okay. Now let's have 3 liquids first. This is what? This is our hydrochloric acid. Then which one do we have? We have NaOH. And then we have some sugar solution. Now, when it comes to turmeric, let's see, acid के केस में जो कि हमारा HCl है, it shows no color change. Okay? वही बेस के केस पे जो कि हमारा NaOH है, it will turn into reddish brown color. You know, you can try this at your home. What you can do is take a paper, okay, and ये आपके बुक में एक्टिविटी भी दिया एक्चुअली. टेक अ पेपर एंड देन आप उस पे क्या कर सकते हैं कि यू कैन स्प्रेड अ बिट ऑफ सोप सोल्यूशन. ओके, थोड़ा सा आप सोप लो, ऐसे पानी में घोल लो और उसको ऐसे छींटे छींटे मार दो, या एक उसके ईयरबड की हेल्प से कुछ भी अपनी ड्राइंग बना दो उस पेज पे. एंड देन आप टर्मरिक सोल्यूशन लो, पानी में थोड़ी सी हल्दी घोल के ले लो और उसके ऊपर बस आप ऐसे ओवरराइट कर दो. यू विल सी दैट द कलर विल चेंज इनटू रेडिश ब्राउन. सो दैट्स हाउ टर्मरिक एज एन इंडिकेटर reacts to basic thing. And then again, if we talk about neutral thing, which is our sugar, no color change. Okay, I hope you have understood this thing about turmeric. Now let's move to the other question, that is, blue litmus is dipped in a solution, it remains blue. What is the nature of the solution? The nature of the solution is basic. Now we have studied it enough. Since we have studied it enough, we know it now that if blue litmus paper is dipped into a solution and the color remains unchanged, then the solution in which it was dipped into was a basic solution. Okay? Consider the following statements. Both acids and bases change color of all indicators. If an indicator gives a color change with an acid, it does not give a change with a base. Okay? If an indicator changes color with a base, it does not change color with an acid. Change